So I completely forgot to do some of the Traveler's Tale stuff, but at the same time, maybe I'll go into more of the event too. Why not? And weather alert in effect. Great, because that's exactly what I want. Daily check-in. Huh? Battle Pass. Oh. And this is why I don't complete all the weekly stuff. I need ingenuity? Yeah, that one. And one more. Perfect. Hmm. Okay, where's the Tochichi? Oh. Huh? Please help. Try this. Oh, they would have been voiced if it wasn't for the strike. Oh, well, again, the strike is over, so it's fine. I must have failed again. Thanks for being nice. Could you also try this one? Is it that good? Teach me something. Oh, this smells good. Are you whipping up something delicious? Borrow kitchen from Master Mao wanted to cook something. But I can't taste, so Chef Mao asked Guoba to help. Wait, why am I cooking? Let me check my notes. The book says, make a dish and freeze it to prepare for the excursion with Yao Yao. I don't need to eat, but Yao Yao needs to eat to grow and get taller. Will Yao Yao grow taller than Dr. Baiju one day? He's pretty tall. That might be a tall order. I was gonna say that, son of a bitch. Don't worry, Yao Yao will be cute no matter how tall she is. We talked too long. The stove. Guoba's got it. Thanks for watching the stove, Guoba, but please try this last one as well. Definitely looks like a very impactful scent. I'm glad I can do these while I wait for the time to pass. Wait, Sync Show is... My man Luke is back? Scusi? Jesus Christ, that before. I used to always remember about that, but this time, nah.
Try and stop me!
So, is this gonna be the same one? Flurry of frost and autumn leaves, how they scatter, how they swirl. More swordsmanship practice, Sync Show? Or more penmanship practice. Come today? I haven't been here long, actually. Say exactly what they mean by great minds think alike, and the understanding shared by kindred spirits. Did your brother end up reclaiming his book? No, he hasn't. He did see me reading as I practiced my swordsmanship, and he did sigh, shake his head, and make gestures with his feet and hands, but he didn't ask for the book back, so why did he... Why did he suddenly? My guess is that this was my father's idea. He's always told me to practice my calligraphy more and pen a few more congratulatory notes on behalf of the family. That way I could temper my mind and also gradually get in touch with other business partners. which would lay a foundation for my future role in managing our family's affairs. And besides, I don't know who else could open my brother's bookcase if not my father. But you know me, I'm honestly most afraid of being stuck sitting up straight at a reception table, feigning civility and giving lip service to. Sorry, pretend I never said that. Yeah, it sounds like it'd be really grating. I understand how you feel. Much rather find a quiet spot to practice penmanship on my own than sit there drinking stale tea and listening to scholar conversation. So I came here under the pretext of working my swordsmanship into my calligraphy and gaining the relevant enlightenment from Chronicle of Cleansing Ink. That way I get to do a bit of both. I didn't expect that you'd show up so quickly, though. It seems my sword play was quite the effective signal beacon. And what enlightenment have you gained, perchance? I've realized that even famous figures have an earnest side to them. They aren't prideful, haughty beings of divine skill, as many think. As you can see, the original annotated copy contains some remarks and critiques made by a who's who of swordplay and calligraphy from the previous generation. One can even vaguely glimpse the personalities of those eminent personages shining through. Take this, for example. Another calligraphy great who didn't get along with Chiffon. See how he nitpicked and hangs on every little error, and how long his annotations are. See, this is the commentary he gave on Chiffon's calligraphy. Free, unrestrained, sharp as a barred edge, like a great tree embraced against the wind. Sounds like a compliment, but I fear that when he called Chiffon a great tree, it was in the sense that the greatest tree in a forest is the first to be crushed by the wind. An educated person indeed. But the backhanded compliment, you can barely tell it's criticism. Of course. Excuse me. Those two often butted heads, but one must always be careful when penning words down. Words penned in black and white can hardly be taken back after all. In response, Chiffon penned the following response. Spring will come, and the tree shall yield lush shade. Here, too, I remember that the one who wrote this is Tianquan at some point. They say that he was brilliant at both calligraphy and swordplay, but that his comments were always very concise. Ugh, I cannot read. This is what he wrote. Lovely, but you never did learn how to sign your name. There's all sorts of other interesting annotations too. Come on, let me show you. Hold on just a second. Wasn't the point to use swordplay as a way to transition to calligraphy practice? Oh, there's no rush at all. As my great-grandfather always says, to practice calligraphy is to temper heart and mind. Only by understanding this text can you learn to write the words within. Actually, wait. Do you know what time it is right now? Well, just look at the sky. Right, I'm gonna be late back. Looks like I'll be getting an earful from my father now. Either way, I've got to go face the music now. I'll be back later to practice my swordplay again, though. So if you have time, why not come and join me? I'm sure that will improve all the faster by putting our heads together and putting one another to the test. But if you don't want to practice, you can always take a walk or even go fishing. We can always take a walk or even go fishing. Look at me, rambling on like this. I'll head back first. See you later. Okay, so I was right originally. There are multiple. Shenhe. Oh, and Sucrose is still there. Wait, what? Why is there 3 now? Wait, what? We're going to see my man's Diluc.
Full throttle!
Oh, almost. Diluc. Is he inside by chance? Oh, he was... Biggest issue here is pricing. Oh, you're here. Come, sit. Are we interrupting you? Oh, so technically Paimon is with him. I'm looking over the winery's recent production and sales reports. Don't worry, I just finished. Is there some trouble? I wouldn't go that far. It's just the last grape harvest was adversely affected by the weather, reducing the yield. Elsa responded in time, and as such, there are no issues with the quality. What I need to do is settle on a price for them. Our supply has decreased, but demand from Mondstadt and beyond has not changed. At times, this price must be carefully considered. Scarcity drives value up. Precisely. When demand exceeds supply, some will seek to profit more. Our distributors are all thinking the same thing. However, Dawn Winery has no intention to gouge our customers. We've been in business for a long time, and purchasing our liquors and spirits has long become a part of life here in Mondstadt. Selling the memories people have when they think of Dawn Winery in exchange for short-term profit is unnecessary. I'm not so poor that I'd stoop that low. So that's how a bona fide winery boss operates, huh? Is that so surprising? Elser was actually quite quick to accept that reasoning. In fact, he went to meet with our distributors immediately. Ah, yes. It's been a while since you've come by. Would you like me to open a bottle for you? Well, we're here to visit you, so I'm a little thirsty, I must say. A little thirsty. No need to stand on ceremony then. I was in the mood to open some apple cider myself, in fact. Would you like some? First cup poured from a fresh bottle is the most fragrant. Here. Taste. If you like it, I can pour you another glass once you're done. Thank you, dear. I should go see Sucrose since she's been there for a while. God, there is something that's just destroying my throat.
Full throttle!
It says up. Still says up.
Try and stop me!
Oh. There we go. Very interesting. Time to write all this down. Is today your day off? Will you go Why did you go climbing? Go climb so high, Sucrose? Really? Why? I didn't think anyone else would come here. I'll take advantage of my vacation to do some nature watching. Nature watching ruin guards, then? Over there, do you see that white pigeon? Oh. Are they practically everywhere? Yes, but only in places high, safe, and accessible enough to humans, they will show their more natural, authentic appearance. Speaking of which, patrolling rune guards don't seem to disturb them at all. Is that because rune guards don't actively attack animals? Well, some rune guards aren't hostile? That's actually what I'm curious about. Once I observed a finch making a nest atop a rune guard's head, and yet when others approached, the rune guards restarted itself. Could such a relationship be considered symbiotic? Is there some language or a single base communication between them? Is this trust in automations an inherent instinct, much like the imprinting phenomenon? Or is this an indication of them possessing greater intelligence than we assumed? Living creatures are host to so many secrets, and I want to learn all about them. Those are questions worth considering. I'm glad I got a chance to share these ideas with you too. In the past, I've always thought that my experiments by myself in the lab was the happiest, most fulfilling thing in the world. But now that I think about it, spending my vacation this way isn't so bad either. Aww. White pigeons, what are you thinking about as I watch you from afar? Nope. Now, if I went down this path correctly, I think it's a straight shot to Amber. But that's assuming I did it correctly. Bunny hop the bike! Bunny hop the bike! Yeah, I had to do that. Oh, this reminds me. I still need to level up somebody, but I also 100% need to give them better wings. Nah, just give Fontaine wings, I think. Nope, those look really good. Also, okay, I did give myself the Cinder City set. Oh. Okay. Crap. Ooh. What? Hold on. Hmm. Nope. Oh, yeah, get rid of this. Okay, now wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. This isn't that bad. That is a random ass 40 CV piece. What? Hold on. I mean, one bad roll, but honestly, 40 CV, what the hell? Ooh, hold on. 35, 160, 166. Honestly, this is not too bad. Mm. Those are 5 seconds. Is this good if the ability's spammable, I guess? Wait, what am I doing? No, this is fine. Hmm. I mean, I might be able to get the weapon up to 80. But I gave it to Alhaitham for a reason, even though technically... we increase it. Excellent. 55 attack. I mean, I could just make another sack sword. Hmm. Hold on. I know Hytham's 81 right now.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Okay. Wait, 83? Huh. I don't have an EM sword, do I? Well, except for the Iron Sting, but that's on Kooky. feel like I'm doing a Hytham dirty by switching. Oh, wait a second, hold on. The majority of ER is there. Shit. Hmm. Yeah, still kind of figuring this out. I mean, I don't use Alhaitham right now. Like, he's not someone I actively use. So if I switch, I need to consider what the hell I'm gonna do in terms of ER. Thoughts for later. Unless, as a new thought, hmm, is there any piece that I'm not gonna use ever? This feels like a hard no. Hmm. But there's also, you know what? Yeah, I think that piece is gonna help more. Maybe not as much. I absolutely have stuff I need to look at. So. Oh, I'm a little close. Scored it. Are the paths around here really that bad? Absolutely awful. You worry, I'm the Knights of Zonius, #1 Outrider. Never thought I'd meet you here. Back in Mondstadt for a visit. We've got real timing. Sarah just came up with a brand new dish, and she's looking for people to give it a taste. Kaya and Jean should be back at headquarters, and so is Clay. Oops, am I talking too much? Not holding you up, am I? No, not at all. Getting in your way. Oh, here, take this. You haven't had any of my cooking in a while, right? So I just made it, so eat while it's hot. I'd love to talk with you some more. Lots of adventurers been getting lost in these woods recently. In order to escort them all to the city, I've been doing a lot of extra patrols. these past few days anymore, and I won't be able to keep up. You here? They're in safe hands. That's for sure. Okay, I've got to run now. If there's anything you need, just come find me at headquarters. That's sweet. There are so many to do, and I will eventually get to them all. But for now, let's just work on the quests. Yeah, I know you're going. I don't know, like, is it, I do want meat, these people, but at the same time, I really want rice. The next one should be a 5, or not 5, 4-star, right? Yeah. Frassin, no good stinking pooping. How many of those do I have? Okay, kind of enough for some. You know what, let's craft and level up that weapon. Because I want to make DPS Traveler, but I kind of want to make DPS Traveler. I mean, I need 2, so... Mona? Jesus, Mona! Albedo? Oh, if I do 4, though, I only have 3 remaining. And I'm able to level up more. Well, no, not archive. What day was it? Excuse me, my god. Tomorrow! Oh, we'll get summoned. Here they are. Dang it, Sucrose. I don't know how many other purple ones I'm gonna need, so... Well, that answered that question. A little bit. There it is. Thank you, Sucrose, even though one's not gonna really help. It does kind of help. but oh yeah, attack's way lower. Crit ratio looks good. That's disappointing. Attack is lower, but this does kind of work. Where's X Max? This will do great under more refinements, actually. Okay, anyway. Times 7.
Man, what happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late. Well, Miku and the others should be at the grounds by now, right? Let's go talk to them.
Error.
Wait. Oh, all Archons have aura. Right. Wait. Neverlet has like a sparkling aura to him. Just realized that.
There's still a long road.
Huh? Wait, I just heard something. Ooh, hold on. Order food. Hmm. No. Maybe? One or two? You know what? This is calling me. Okay, that works. Anyway, where the hell am I going? Oh, right, I was looking at something important. The attack's not that far off, actually. There we go.
Huh. Doesn't look like Miko is around here anymore. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either. Are we too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
Eh?
A doppelganger?
Oh, right, the
You
last
mean-
cutscene.
Like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Oh boy.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
I know the gist.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous one, huh? A friend being replaced by a complete stranger? Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night?
Always that chance.
The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team?
Oh.
Huh? They're not here yet.
Maybe they're still asleep.
Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games. He snuck away again. Do you think he might be...
Let's follow him and see what what he does.
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on.
Don't jump to conclusions. Let's keep watching.
Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
I see. Did you find any other clues?
Sarah?
Oh. Oh, good morning, you two.
Hazel! What's going on here?
I was wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of our detectives. Maybe I should have expected it to be you. Guess that makes us the hunted. So the 10-year commission's on the case. Traveler, Paimon.
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
Considering Traveler's skills, the fault is not with you.
So, what's going on? What are you investigating? Must be serious if Hazel's involved.
Well, about that. Yeah, you go, guy. Unfortunately, my orders prevent me from sharing that information with you.
Huh? What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
Sara and Hazel are so hesitant to divulge information. One person who could be responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they?
An astute observation, Traveler. Tell him the truth.
Love A. Love A so much. Sorry. Shogun.
What? The Shogun is here?
No, I believe this is A.
You recognized me with a single glance?
Shogun, we still haven't completed the investigation.
It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the Traveler. His gaze, his presence, his mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need his help.
Understood. An investigation team was sent to survey a piece of land yesterday. The Taveller Commission received a report the team was found unconscious in the field. Not only that, but the group appeared to have become trapped in an endless nightmare, unable to wake up.
No, please! Stay away!
Uh-oh. We detect intermittent traces of yokai power where they were found. We followed the traces and ended up here, just outside the festival grounds.
What?
Should we call off the festival? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. You've heard the rumors about the doppelgangers, yes? We suspect the culprit has the ability to change form, allowing them to spread misinformation at will. They may have already infiltrated the festival grounds. If we call off the festival, we may give them a chance to escape amid the chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds could provoke them to attack, which could endanger the public.
You're right. That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
Damn it, but what if they attack again? Very valid concern. Last night we dispatched a group of soldiers to the festival grounds that remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. Even the Almighty Shogun has taken it upon herself to patrol the area all night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Thank you.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
Apologies for our failings, Shogun. We should not have had to intervene. You should not have had to intervene.
On the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Which means if the Covenant infiltrated the festival grounds, they must still be nearby. The only people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying at the shrine.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Is that why you need my help?
The Tenryo Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
Oh my god. They just not make it Among Us reference. Come on.
Precisely. Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position.
Hey, if one of them is a doppelganger, I'm gonna bust them out. I'm gonna beat them out.
But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Well, there's only so much. But we can learn that way. Okay. So I think we need to find a way to slip onto the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene of something if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is far too revered figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will certainly cause a stir.
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
Okay.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Yeah, somehow schemes seem more accurate.
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
will do. As though beholding illusions. I'm gonna call this Gear 2. If you're wondering why.
Burn it down!
Vertical circle. Horizontal circle.
Shine down!
Vertical circle.
Oh, brilliant!
Horizontal circle. Except this goes away really quickly. Crap.
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear. So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me?
Do you know anything about Yoimiya?
We...
Kichiboshi. That's not a nice thing to say to a friend. Sayu's probably just tired because she came up with all the ideas yesterday. Need a break, Sayu? I could start thinking about the ending stages in the meantime. It's been forever since we've done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
Oh, it's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi, too. How should we test them?
Let's ask about the past.
Oh,
Instead,
yeah,
let's talk
yeah.
about the past.
Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try. White fur, yellow fur.
Oh, you guys are here bright and early?
Yeah, well, the Traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right? Yeah, if the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency.
What, we can't just hang out with friends or anything like that? Psh, you guys, you're worrying too much. No comment.
Oh, no, it's just... the Traveler really wanted to see you!
And you didn't, Paimon? Please. Seriously, Paimon. Throw me under the bus, why don't you? Why?
Well, it's... your game! Playing your game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and...
Stuff. What kind of excuse is that? They're busy now.
White fur, acting super strange.
Time to change the topic. Oh, I was just reminded of a certain ambush order.
Huh? Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden?
Well, all the Bake Daruki transformations reminded of the time you failed at that ninjutsu technique.
Well, that was my bad. I tried to turn into a barrel, but my tail was sticking out. So you found me immediately. But this time, I'm not in charge of turning into things anymore, so it should be fine.
Oh, right! Aranara! That's... okay,
Wait!
Kichiboshi, what did I say about talking that way? Anyway, you seem to have a good grasp on transformations yesterday, Sayu. What's the story here? Let's start with a certain mysterious order.
That one shouldn't be on me. I didn't realize I was tricked until later. Did all that work and didn't even get to nap. Really shouldn't have taken that order.
Still, we had some fun times together, right?
Based on what happened, I guess you could say that.
side's face what the heck happened back then.
Mujina is all red.
No, I'm not. And I'm not a Mujina.
Share many more memories together. I should have went with R&R stuff. Where does time go? We have so many levels to design today.
Oh, we should get out of your hair then. Good luck, everyone.
Bye, Wafer. Bye, Yellowfur. Come back and play.
Good, bad? What happened?
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past.
Do you still remember the original meaning of our journey?
Oh yeah, totally. It was, what was it again?
I figured.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
Yeah, and whose fucking fault was that, huh? Huh?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet.
Sure, why not? Bring out the mustache and glasses.
Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
Uh-oh. Kappa, what did you do?
Hey, Toma! We were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Looks like our judges are hard at work this morning.
Philosophy?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shose were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best!
Oh, I don't deserve that much praise, but when it comes to the talking part, I guess best person to answer your questions.
Time for an interview.
Oh, God. Damn it. Paimon, why? Why?
Into you?
Interview. Ask away, judges. What do you think is the most interesting aspect of your game? Did you design this game with anyone in mind? Ooh, I like that one. From a design standpoint, we want it to be a game for everyone.
Not so fast. Everyone isn't an answer. You need to be more specific about your target audience.
Paimon, you're usually lovable. Suspicious, but lovable. Now I just want to punch you. You're absolutely right. Then allow me to revise my answer. Our target audience includes growing children ages 0 to 18.
Makes sense. Kids need a little exercise here and there.
Second would be active adults ages 18 to 40.
Right. Adults have more stamina, so they can get more out of the game.
And then anyone who needs to practice exercising 40 to 100. Next would be older adults 40 to 60, especially those in need of exercise.
Older adults?
Pre-watched.
Exercise is important for healthy aging, but something feels off about this.
All age people of all ages, huh? We have elderly people who are still full of life. That would be 60 to 1,000 age range.
Ah, okay. Wait. That includes everyone!
Yeah. Well, we can't forget about the yokai, right? This game is for humans and yokai alike, after all.
But not for Ioroi.
Because he's trapped in the statue, I'm guessing? Seem to agree with each group, Paimon, unless you intend to change your tune.
Next question!
Good judging. Continue asking questions and Toma answers flawlessly. Or faultlessly, I think it said. So, there you have it. I hope that answered your question, judges.
Whoa, not a single stumper.
Impressive. Never underestimate a housekeeper. Well, I'm sure the interview is only one part of the evaluation process. We'll see what you think when you play the game yourself. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to work on this stage. Want to give it a try when we're done? It would be my pleasure. In that case, let's get to it.
Yes, Boss Toma!
fears were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything Untoma-like about them. Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
The fact they aren't here worries me. So everyone's busy trying to finish their game. I should come back later. Oh, I thought there was extra dialogue. My bad.
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early. You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Huh?
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us?
You have questions for me, I presume?
Kokomi! A little warning next time!
How about you pay attention? Sounds like you already know why we're here. Heard about the doppelganger incident when I saw you around the venue just now. It wasn't hard to connect the dots. As for what you want to know... Energy.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary!
In a tree? Dryberry?
You are just precious. Ahem.
Oh, sorry.
So we can leave it there, right? You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine. Yep, all good. As for Gyobu Koban, he was in the shrine all night. I can't imagine he's a criminal you're searching for.
Gyobu Koban is a criminal?
No, little one, you're fine.
No, of course not! You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good?
Very good.
Good.
What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
She left her receiving a message in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, perhaps it's related to your own investigation. Oh, as she left, I heard her whisper under her breath, ordering me around in the middle of the night. Who does she think she is? Wow, Miko. Needing an expert on nightmares to help you formulate a strategy. Well, I guess that also confirms Mizuki's identity.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Your instincts are always just so impeccable, Miko.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki!
Hello, Traveler. Paimon.
Did you finish up your work?
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to
Mizuki.
note.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
The culprit? It's you!
If you keep joking like this, I want 30% of the profit.
Oh? Greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
Making a joke like that, you're the only one in Inazuma who would do that.
Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, Traveler.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
Thank you, Mizuki.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
I'd watch that.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes.
What'd you do last night?
Investigated the Shogunate officials' nightmares, analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo, Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Very based, very fair. Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Mizuki. Gyopo Koban and I can handle the game development in the meantime. I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest. You can't have our lead developer out of commission. I'm not confident I can bring our vision to fruition on my own.
You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Sweet dreams!
Zuki goes to rest, a little unsteady on her feet. She looks exhausted.
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand.
Aww.
It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years.
Sounds like you haven't forgotten either.
You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one.
Bite me.
Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
Enough about the past. Instead, let's talk about the past.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
No, that just means the people we talked to are not the culprit.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
We gotta do it.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance.
So, how do you plan to provoke them?
Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival.
Oh, here we go.
Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
Hey, lovely fireworks. It's the Shogun. The Almighty Shogun is here in person.
So this was your plan, Miko?
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Paimon can't believe she agreed to that.
The Almighty Shogun's presence is bound to cause a stir instead of struggling. Tame a low profile, it's better for her to step into the open. And it means a detective can slip into the venue alongside the retinue without turning any heads at all. I do not know what that word is, but I've never seen that word. Or heard that word, I think. Hold on, what? Group of advisors, assistants, or others accompanying the important person. What is this? How's this pronounced?
Retinue.
Retinue. Okay. In the presence of the Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down their guard. Their every move needs to be flawless. The more we focus on getting one thing right, the easier it is to get for the rest to become cracks in the glass. That's what Miko wants us to take advantage of. And she's using Almighty Shogun as bait. Lady Guji is as daring as ever.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions!
Your intel is very useful, actually. We don't know how things will unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. In the meantime, stick with the Shogun, Traveler. We need everyone focused on her. You got it. Under my command, the Taveller Commission will remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. That we surveyed each stall just like yesterday. A's presence definitely caused a stir, but it didn't take long for the festival atmosphere to return. Maybe a day will come when A can leave Tenchukaku, and it won't be so out of the ordinary. Yaww.
Another day of hard work.
Where did the time go, I guess?
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
Oh?
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryo Commission.
What are you looking at, eh?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems...
Vendor is giving me a pleading look, judging by his cooking skills. Almost seems like it's his first day on the job. Hey, he's working.
Working? Ah, I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Well, of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dongo milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Yes. I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now.
Oh, yeah.
I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
This festival is for everyone, including you.
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
That it is.
Traveller, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumekui Baku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you something. Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Really? Yes, let's go!
You want us to go to the hot springs now?
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break.
You know, this would be a very convenient time while Mizuki is sleeping for the doppelganger to be a stand-in. Go along with it. Wait until they think they have us. And then strike. I'm just saying.
You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all. So I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
Then I'm not going either.
Ah, I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Be right back.
Alright, now we can talk freely.
Miko doesn't need to see me, does she? You needed to talk to me in private? Why?
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Something's off? No. She seems troubled.
Exactly. You noticed too.
Something did feel off with A today. Maybe she's not used to leaving Tenchukaku. Or was it the reaction of the crowd? No, we've been through so much. Something so trivial wouldn't shake her. She must have been keeping something to herself.
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
So even the Archons aren't immune to emotional strain?
Humans, yokai, and Archons bear the same capacity for emotion, and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
Understandable.
Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler.
As a clinical psychologist, isn't that where you come in?
Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
Wait, did you drink mine?
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later. Just have fun.
Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg!
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Something tells me you chose to stay behind on our behalf.
What makes you say that?
You want everyone to relax. You don't want people to be on edge because of you.
If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
Hold up. Something just dropped. Huh. Maybe nothing dropped. But aren't you under pressure too?
As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue.
You didn't deny it.
Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally, that person should be me.
I swear I heard something. Doesn't look like anything fell. something did, it would be a lot more obvious. Oh well. What if you didn't have to worry about bothering anyone? Would you agree to go to the hot springs then?
What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
I'll take that as a yes. I have a pair of special coupons here. We can get into the bathhouse after closing.
What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko.
It's an honest offer.
You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
You'll go, won't you?
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
Yay.
As I said, let's wait until midnight. You can attend to other matters in the meantime.
But like what? Oi. Oh, you didn't go to the hot springs? You didn't either? Well, the whole crowd of people have already left. I'll go a bit later with Shosei and a few others. Besides, we're a bit behind with our game. We need to catch up, but your team is the biggest. I guess it's my fault for going overboard with the ideas. Kozo and the others can barely keep up. Sometimes delegating work is harder than doing it yourself. I wonder if this is how he feels being the head of the clan. Well, don't work too hard. Of course, right back at you. Anyone else that's not knowing? Oh, okay. Oh, I just gotta wait till 21. There we go.
Well, shall we head out?
Oh, let's go.
All right. No reason to delay.
Well, was there anything else to really do? Did I miss something? Hot spring. I want to be one so badly.
Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
Excuse me. Just gonna, hang on. Just gonna hit, this so that way I can, you know, get screenshots for later. Oh, wait, this is moving too. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago.
Oh.
When the project was complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And, naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries.
Hiragi Hiroshi?
The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed.
What happened back then? Does it have anything to do with what's happening right now?
What makes you say that?
Ooh, hold up. Small change. So, you know, recording, screenshots, blah, blah, blah. The look on your face.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended.
Just a little bit, but nothing wrong with that. We really would appreciate the information at this point.
You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma.
A nightmare.
On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumekui Baku could do nothing to wake them.
As awful as that sounds, it doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead.
Oh.
The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated.
That's not there, but oh God.
And every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
If I hadn't broken out of the nightmare yesterday, would that have happened to me? Then A must be so worried because... A must have been so worried because there's someone back then.
Yes.
And? What happened? Also, why in this image do we have Electro? Do we just... Wait, canonically, do we just happen to, like, naturally turn into the power of whatever land we walk? And what happened?
I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
I'm sorry.
No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again.
Hey.
Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Eh?
Oh.
Oh, it's you two.
Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
I always forget, A has that little Electro symbol on, like, the back of her neck? Well, it's not her neck, technically. Well, no, it's like the very bottom of her neck. Also, Miko looks really cute, but I know the moment she talks, it's just gonna be like, it's Miko again. Also, Mizuki, the tail, it's adorable.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
I feel like this would be a little bit more, chill if it was Lumine instead of Aether, but, hey, listen. You get what you get based off the choices you made at the very beginning of the game.
Hey!
Ah, nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
Look at, like, these two are just, like, first of all, Yai and Mizuki just kind of chilling, while Aether and Yae are just like, what the fuck?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I guess both of us?
Technicality, details, blah blah blah. I'm letting this play out a little bit because the fog might do a screenshot injustice, depending on what frame you utilize.
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
I understand the reasoning, but why not do it yourself?
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
I am not denying that logic. Good point. Wait, did it now shift to... Wait, were her eyes always open? Now I'm just unsure because it feels like there are so many subtle details that are coming into play here in terms of like the environment, and I kind of love that.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
Okay, that just happened.
Help
me! What was that?
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
Hang on, I ain't going outside in a bath robe.
Oh no! Someone's unconscious.
Or towel, bath towel. Is it the nightmare?
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
She's awake.
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now.
Is that what happened earlier? You fainted?
Yes. I was on my way to your restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree.
Oh.
It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight. And it was me!
Oh.
In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Don't worry about that. The strongest yokai in Inazuma are all right here.
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
That is good.
Bad news, Shogun!
Hey, Haruto. I do not know who you are, but what's wrong?
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim! At the festival! Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
What?
But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Oh. Hello?
Kappa! Kappa!
Oh no.
Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Shogun, the fault is mine. The Tenryo Commission failed to protect those under our charge.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
No, we have failed you. There is no trace of the enemy.
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground.
Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the Bake Tanuki transformation, There's no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods are getting more sophisticated. Doppelganger and Inazuma also seem to appear without warning. Doppelganger in Inazuma City? Seems like it. There's nightmares in Inazuma City, Mount Yogu.
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated methods.
No, it was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sarah, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
All normal. I asked the Yashiro Commission to move them to a secure location just to be safe.
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait.
What?
What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
You flatter me, Lady Gucci. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of the nightmare creature around Mount Yogu, and now the doppelganger appears in Inazuma City. Our original thought was that the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding that the nightmare creature, on top of everything, now has the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. Tries to incorporate every element under the sun. The nightmare creature and the doppelgangers are separate entities. That's why their methods are so different. They have separate goals. People who saw doppelganger that way. That's right. Entities appeared at the same time and place. That's why the Taveller Commission conflated the two at first. But if we ignore the nightmare creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit's motives are clear. Culprit was changing form to evade capture, but if the doppelganger is responsible for the nightmares, they would be more deserving of arrest than a random prankster. The doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folktale about doppelgangers did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. It has to be cause panic, but what is occupying Inazuma? Taking control of Inazuma by replacing everyone with doppelgangers? I doubt even a folktale will come up with something so, yeah. Because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But after the Taveller Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Inazuma City so that the panic would spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. You're right, panic is a means to an end, but I think the shift to Inazuma City proved something. Whatever their goal, terrorizing one location wasn't enough. Since Inazuma City is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks and incite more panic by leaving behind a stand-in.
Kappa is of wood?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Oh my god, I noticed Kappa was like fidgeting earlier. Oh god damn it. No, not just that. Replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
This kind of transformation is said to have a particular weakness. If the subject is frightened, the disguise starts to crumble. Isn't that right, Yoko and Hitosume Kozo?
It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Kinkaku! Kinkaku! Run!
Kinkaku Ginkaku.
Tetsunosuke?
They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
Leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
What in the world?
Bakedaniki! Those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them!
Alright, yep, nope. Where are these little shitstorms?
Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bakedaniki tricks?
Nope.
Nothing's working! The humans are catching up!
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Who are these guys?
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us!
Oh, we're not even close.
You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm on fire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! We'll show them, stupid.
Ouch! Transform!
Oh, they were just all together.
Again! No, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick? Oh!
Nice try. Punk.
Save us, Tsukumo!
Nice try.
Zero, protect us!
Oh. Well, there goes my sword.
We're almost rid of them.
They are scurrying. Oh, that's enough. You will not fail the Shogun. I will not fail the Shogun again because of you.
Ah! A Tengu! Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
You transformed. Quiet, you. Surrender now, and I will spare your life.
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
My loyalty is to the Shogun. Humans and yokai are no different in my eyes.
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans! Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Nonsense. The Shogun would never give such an order.
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
When?
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
I think these are some misunderstandings. Kichiboshi and the others weren't forced into anything.
Stay back!
What is this around their heads?
Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
Yeah, what is swirling around your damn heads?
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement? These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now.
Damn.
A world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
Ooh. That just looks like insane. Creepy, but amazing.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
I may have a solution.
Truly?
If the nightmares are from the abyss, there's something I can try.
What are you doing? No, don't!
Would they be abyss
Humans
based?
are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years? No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember. Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Ooh.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And...
The festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die!
No! How could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
Don't go. Yo, VA, you good, my dude?
What is that?
Oh, so that's what happened to the
Hey,
ones that were
are you
unconscious.
alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on, we're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious? The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak.
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset. Boss Tama will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do? We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
How do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
Oh, bright light. These memories, they belong to the Bake Danuki.
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
I'm fine.
Where are we?
Oh, good, it worked.
The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Just my way of dealing with the abyss.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai! The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Looks like they're confused. They still seem wary of humans. That might have something to do with a long time of hiding. Hiding? You described the memories to the group.
Oh, that explains all the boss tome of this and boss tome of that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious.
You're like Heizo if his skills only worked in hindsight. Damn.
Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
Paimon, I think we should discuss the meaning of the word hindsight. More or less.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Heizo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Yes, Shogun. Howdy, statue.
Ioroi, we're back!
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun! I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
Never seen Ioroi so afraid.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a nakuweed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
Ooh.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Ioroi! The humans really did kill you! Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
Not dead? The kitsune spoke the truth? This smell is Ioroi! Ioroi is alive?
Oh, Madon. They just got out of a nightmare. Give it a little bit.
Ioroi? The humans really did seal you away!
What? No.
Wait, this must be Kinkaku. Ginkaku and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuto Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Bake Tanuki Tsukumo taught us. By digging a hole in the ground!
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Bake Tanuki Kiichiro made manifest.
It restored our power, and then we made the human go, oh, oh, ching, yeah, yeah.
Oh, and by Oh, Teen Tune! Yeah! You mean?
We tricked him and ran.
All of those sound effects that they just made. You know what? That was hilarious. I'm glad I'm still recording.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
But I just realized I need to stop recording because I don't have enough space for this shit. Well, not for this shit, but for everything.
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Bake Danuki are so afraid of humans?
Maybe.
If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Bake Danuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Damn.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
And shit, I gotta go. Hold on.
We strayed from the path?
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question, whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. A peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
Okay.
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellowfur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Bake Danuki were only sealed away back then because Yoroi stole that comb.
Yoroi? It's a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
Uh-oh.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
Yes.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
Damn.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Yoroi!
These guys are adorable.
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bake Danuki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
I feel like I've heard a legend about that.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty Shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the Shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again.
Oh.
A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chio the Tiger Bite, or Tora Chio.
Damn.
I don't think Chio would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
Damn. A nightmare doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength. it turns into something even worse.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
Shit.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bake Tanuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chiyo's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the Traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure.
Jibakure?
An earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
So why hasn't it appeared since?
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chiyo set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated, and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Even so, having to unleash Muso Ishin against her again, would A really be okay? Mizuki said Archons suffer from the same turmoil as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with them.
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Tanuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Tanuki for nearly 500 years. Okay. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
Didn't think it would take this long. I actually do, unfortunately, have to go. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna finish this off stream.